What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Thai Life channel. My name is Min, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do this beautiful set of nails with some Frenchies and some 3D art. And when I say 3D art, I'm doing some 3D flowers. And as y'all know, I don't do a lot of 3D flowers. It's not because I don't know how to do it. It's just a lot of my clients, they don't ask for the 3D flowers. But as a nail tech, the hardest thing about our job is really be ready for what the client's asking for. You never know what the client's gonna want, but you just have to be ready. And in this video, I also want to share with you the hardest thing about being a nail technician. You hear so many good things, so many fun things, but we need to know what's the hardest things. Because in order for us to build a strong passion for the industry that we're working on, so that we don't waste our time, we need to have a passion. And in order to have a passion, you gotta understand the hardest part about your career. Because if you able to embrace the hardest part about your career, you're able to be successful in any career that you want to be in. That's real talk, y'all. You guys know that I always love sharing my experience with you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and make sure to like this and share this videos, because this video is going to be very helpful for you. By the end of this video, I want to make sure that you are comfortable and you're going to love what you do and you won't regret it. The hardest thing any nail tech starting out as a nail technician is building your craft. Yes, everything takes time to get where you need to be. In order to build your craft in doing nails, it will take you a lot of time. It will take you a lot of practice. It would take you a lot of product, a lot of money wasting, just for you to be good at something you want to do. It is hard. Myself, I was sitting there hours, day in and day out, just throwing beads on tips, beads on fake fingers, beads on myself, beads on my friends, beads on my family, just to wanting to do a set of nails. That's what I had to go through. And when I went through all of that, my first set of nails was the most crappiest set of nails I ever did in my life. So perfecting your craft is probably one of the hardest things starting out. But once you have the skill set down, once you're able to know the process of picking up a bead, filing off the nails, flushing the cuticle with the electric file, polishing, doing all this type of design. The second hardest thing is building a clientele. With all the skill that you have, with all the arts that you know how to do, how is the clients gonna know that that's what you do? It's hard, right? Back in the days, with no social media, the only way you're going to build any type of clientele is that you have to sit at the salon and wait for walk-ins all day, starting at 10 a.m. all the way down to 7 p.m. It could be a slow day and you might only have one client. If it's a busy day, you might have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you want to call it. But is it going to be always busy? Hopefully. Is it always going to be slow? Hopefully not. But it's going to be like that. It's going to be that up and down you have to worry about. Build your clientele through each walk-in, making sure the clients love you. If they want to book with you, you got to write it in the book. That's back in the days. Today, you got social media. You got Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. There's so many outlets for you to communicate with the world of letting you know what you do. So that is the second hardest thing, is really building a clientele and how you're going to build that clientele. It's all up to you as a nail tech. Every nail tech have their own individual route to take. Some go on social media and very actively on there. Some just work in the salon build one client at a time, and that's how they do it. Now, the third hardest thing, because now that you got your craft down, you got your clientele going, and let me tell you one more thing about the clientele. It's an ongoing thing, okay? I don't care if you are so busy. There's always time for another client. The only time you're not taking in another client is because you're set on a schedule that you don't want to bypass it. That's why, you know? But now the third thing about hardest thing being a nail technician is sustainable income, okay? Sustainable income is probably one of the hardest thing about being a nail technician. Why is that? Is because every single day as a nail tech, you're never going to make the same amount of money. It is rare that a nail tech make the same amount of money every single day. Is because each service has a different value. Each design have a different cost. That is why you will never make the same. So as a nail tech, your income is never sustainable because you don't know what you're going to be doing the next day. You might know that you're doing a set of nails, but you don't know what the client's going to want. So what she wants, the price fluctuate. And on top of that, as a nail technician, you're going to have some slow months and some busy months. So the busy month incomes is looking green. Everything is growing perfectly. On a slow month, you got no customer. Maybe it's too cold. Maybe the temperature change on people, or they broke. There's a lot of reason why people don't come and get the nails done. Now you're affected by them not showing up for service. Now what you gonna do on a slow month? You're drying out of money. You have bills to pay. Your rent is due. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. And that's why I place this as one of the hardest things. So as a nail technician, you do have to have good financial planning. The month that you're really busy, you might have to hold some money in and really hold back for the slow months. That is so important. And on top of that, whatever you make, you have to put at least 30% away for the IRS, okay? Don't get caught up on the IRS, nail tech. Whatever you make, put 30% away to file your tax at the end, okay? Despite if you have ways to write off your tax or not. But that's one of the expense that you have to hold back, okay? On a slow month, you got to make sure you got money from the busy month to make sure it's even out. So that's why it's hard to have sustainable income as a nail tech. Is it impossible to really save money as a nail tech? It's not impossible. I mean, I've seen people buying houses, cars, multiple homes, multiple cars, but they're just damn good at saving money and knowing what to do with their money. So that's the hard thing about being a nail technician. Now, you got the benefits, y'all. You got the benefits, okay? As a nail technician, we're not like working for like the companies. We're not working like where they provide us a 401k, a Roth IRA, health insurance. As a nail technician, you have to provide all of that yourself. So there's a couple ways of doing it. So now, let's say if you are single, you kind of have to provide your own health care. And that is the most horrible thing being single, because you know you don't go to the doctors a lot. And then you got to pay like maybe a couple $100 a month just to keep your health in check. So you got to put that money away whenever you make. Okay? That is another part about that's the hardest part. And another thing is, if you're married, a lot of nail tech marry into a person who works for a company. So that person who works for the company provides health care for her and the family, as she as a nail tech, which that works good because now she can, if she has a 1099, then she got to file and she can claim some tax write off of that. Okay, but if she's getting a W-2, then she can't do that. And some salons do pay W-2 like Supercuts and all that, but the majority of the salons out there are all 1099, especially in other states besides California. So those are the things that really gonna be the hardest thing, is really getting your healthcare in check. So a lot of people buy like the lowest plan, but I'm telling you, if you are a nail tech, you are young, I know you probably don't care about this, but it will catch up on you, and you got to make sure that you are ready for that. Now, after you got the healthcare all figured out, your income's good, honestly, another hardest thing, and this is one of those things that where it will break you and it will really like just take you apart. The hardest thing about starting out as a nail technician is getting used to having close to zero income. That is hard, y'all. Okay? I mean, you thought not having clientele is hard. Not having clientele means you don't got the income. But the thing is that when you starting out, let's say you just quit your 9-to-5 job. Let's say you want to be a nail tech because you hear all these people telling y'all how fun it is to be a nail tech. And then you say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of my 9-to-5 job. They keep looking over my shoulder and breathing over my neck. I want a different job. I'm going to become a nail technician. Because you hear all this story, people saying that, oh, nail technician makes good money. And then when you start, you ain't making crap. It's because you have no clientele and nobody trusts your skill set. And that's the hardest thing that nail tech's gonna go through, and that's where they're gonna make the nail tech wants to quit this job, because you're gonna go from making what $700 to $1,000 a week to literally making $200 a week if you're lucky, starting out as a nail tech. For real, I'm not even kidding with you. That's why a lot of nail tech who's starting out, they didn't expect that kind of income, and then they give themselves like 3 months and they quit, or even 6 months and they still quit. And they be like this. They be like, man, I wish I keep my old job. I know it was kind of hard and all that, but damn, I'm struggling right now. You know, I only had enough saving for like 1 month, but here I am 3 months in. I hardly have any clients asking me and returning for service. I'm telling you, that is probably one of the hardest things about being a nail technician that I feel like people don't share with you. It is so hard to get that stability income. When I first started, y'all, the first week, I remember I made $100 the first week. Lord, I was happy because that was the only job I ever had in my life when I was out of high school. But for those of you who have this nice job and y'all just mad at your boss and y'all decide to be a nail tech, and next thing you know, you didn't realize that your income was getting cut like 75% off, man, that is hard to survive on, you know? That is the hardest thing to survive on. And I feel for a lot of nail tech, and I feel like that is probably one of the hardest thing about starting out being a nail technician, is getting used to that low ass income and trying to build it back up. It can take you months after months after months and years after years, y'all. Okay? So now, another hardest thing is getting used to different personality. Okay? Everybody talking about bubbly client, loving client. Look, man, if y'all see my videos, y'all know I put up some realist shit about clientele. You, as a nail tech, got to deal with different type of personality. And I know some of y'all nail tech out there be like, oh, I'm a people person. I love everybody. Trust me, boo. You a people person until you meet an annoying ass client. Okay? They will take the lore out of your spirit. Okay? I'm not even playing with you. Okay? Everybody talking about like, oh, I'm a people person. I love everybody. Yeah, you do until they start asking your ass to change the shape like 30,000 times in one set of nails. From there on, girl, trust me, you won't love everybody. You're going to love yourself first. I'm not even playing with you, okay? Getting used to different personality is one of the hardest thing about being a nail technician because you have to deal with different personality every single day of your life going forward as a nail technician. You might have to craft down. You might be bubbly, but you don't know which side of the bed that this client woke up in. Okay, she might woke up on one side of the bed with all wet on it, or she might wake up on one side of the bed with all thorn on it. Either side, it doesn't sound good because I don't want to wake up with thorn or a wet bed. You know what I mean? But I don't know why her bed be wet anyways. That's just gross. But other than that, y'all, people is gonna bring their frustration, whatever they are dealing with in their life to you, and you as a nail tech have to be ready to handle all that personality. And yes, they don't pay you for that because you are a therapist. You are. You're gonna be hearing all kind of shit. You're gonna be hearing all kind of stuff, and all them stuff that you be hearing, you're gonna take home. You're gonna share with your man or your family. You be like, damn girl, let me tell you what this bitch told me today. She gonna sleep with 3 men in 3 hours. I was like, damn, like that? Boy, she must be busy. But anyways, personality is very hard to overcome. Now, this is probably another hardest thing. Being a nail technician, y'all. And I cannot make this kind of stuff up. The hardest thing is getting used to the people you work with. Uh-huh. I say that. You think every goddamn salon you walk in, they all say hi to you because they have to say hi to you, okay? There are nail tech out there. They might say hi to you, and they might treat you good the first few weeks, but they want to see what side you standing. You standing with their side, or you stand with the boss side? Because when they find out you like the boss, they ain't gonna talk to you. They ain't gonna show you how to do nails. You gotta get used to people who you work with. And that's hard because I have met a lot of employees that I used to work with. They might like me, but they don't like some of my team members because you know how girls are. They hella stuck up sometimes. Not me. I treat everybody nice because I'm the only guy in the salon. I get to treat all the ladies nice. But all the girls, that when they don't get along, y'all, ooh, they be talking smack behind the back. And they be like ranting on about why she do this, why she do that. Look, man, all of that is going to make your job harder, okay? The best advice I can give you right now is just focus in yourself, your client, and just try and put on a smile with everybody around your workplace. If they stuck up, let a bad bitch be stuck up. Is because you know why? Karma is going to get her. You don't even need to get her. Karma is going to get her. So enjoy what you do at your work environment. If you're doing good for yourself, but you let a person ruin it for you, then that's on you. You should not let anybody ruin your vibe, okay? Anywhere I go, I take my vibe with me, and my vibe stay with me. My vibe don't go anywhere. My vibe don't get lost. My vibe don't get kidnapped. Yeah. So that's how you get along with everybody in the salon. Because at the end of the day, we should all understand how hard this industry is already. We should care for one another. You know what I mean? We should be happy that our partner is more busy than us. Because when you have that kind of mentality, good only want to come to you, okay? Because that's how you should be as a professional. You got to have that mentality of supporting one another around you. Because when you're supported, everybody's going to support you. Okay, I see a lot of nail tech out there, a lonely wolf, always thinking I'm better than everybody. I got the shit down. You know what? I don't give a damn if you do better acrylic, better art than me. But if I'm on to stay positive, I bet you I can have more clients than you ever have. Because the power of being positive is powerful, y'all. Okay? Anywhere I work at, I'm always trying to be positive. I'm always trying to bring good vibe. Because if I'm trying to be negative, nasty, and all that, that ain't right. That ain't right. You know what I mean? So, overcome that staff, then you're going to be good. Finally, let's talk about the hardest thing now. The hardest thing It's really your body. Your body is gonna take a lot of work and toll, y'all. Um, just think about this. As a nail tech, we are surrounded with chemicals, liquid, acetone, primer, powder. We deal with so much fine chemical dust, and it's gonna take our body to a next level eventually if you do it for long term. You sit very long hours. You sit for very long hours because let's say you're busy back to back, you can be sitting there for 8 hours. Okay, you might get up just for a second or two, but you're gonna be sitting a lot. You're gonna be thirsty. Your mouth's gonna be dry, especially if you smoke weed. You're gonna be more dry because you got cotton mouth. But my point is that, as a nail technician, people don't realize that our body gets so much pain after a whole day of hard work. Our wrist hurts, our joint ache, our neck hurts, our eyes gets tired. But we just make it look so fun, right? From the outside perspective, we make it look so fun. But really inside, we work a lot. We work hard. And what you make is what you put in. That's how simple this formula of doing nails. You want to make a lot of money, you got to put in a lot of time and effort. You just want to make a little bit of money, then you don't even have to work hard. But we're not here to talk about people not working hard. We talk about people who work really hard, okay? One set of nails can take you up to an hour and a half to 2 hours, even 3. But 3 hours of moving nonstop, that will take effect in the long run as a nail technician. That's why you hear a lot of stories about nail technician growing older with asthma, arthritis, vision problem, even stomach problem because they don't eat throughout the day regularly. So that is probably one of the hardest thing as a nail technician that we don't really talk about too much. And that's the unfortunate part. So my recommendation for you in this video is that if you want to build your craft, just have some patience. Your craft's going to get there. In order to build a strong clientele, you just got to keep going out there and showing yourself out. Self-marketing is the key to success in this business. Okay? You got to be a good saver. Plan out your money. Plan out what you make in a month. Plan out what you make in a week so that you can really have a sustainable income and plan out thoroughly for your life. Seek for benefits. Build that money knowing, hey, let me take care of myself. Because you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. And if you want to do this in a long run, you got to be healthy. You know what I mean? And really exercise, guys. We don't really talk too much about exercising, but as a nail tech, we got to exercise because you don't want to be crumpled up in a little ball with pain, back pain, joint pain. It's hard, you know what I mean? And have fun with the clients. I mean, you're gonna have different personality. You're gonna have different characters sitting in front of you, intelligent, dumb, funny, weird. I mean, they're gonna come in all different types. Really have fun with it. Don't tie up your personality, but open up your personality to accept so many personalities to really overcome any type of obstacle and be their friends. A lot of clients, sometimes they're lonely and they just need to have somebody who cares and talk to them. And if you're able to give them that feelings, it's unbelievable, right? It's unbelievable. Okay. And don't get into occasion with your coworkers. If you feel like that person's better than you, the strongest thing that I recommend is ask yourself, like, what are they doing that is better than you, or how are they doing it? Like, get to know what people are doing right instead of always picking on them for doing something better than you. You know what I mean? That's the thing about nail technician, and to overcome those obstacles, you just gotta stay really positive, and you gotta make sure, like, look, if they're good at something, give them credit for it, because once you give them credit for it, they might show you. You know what I mean? Like where I'm working at right now, every time I do something cool or some design, I want to teach the nail tech around me. I always call them, but it is also their choice. It is also their choices if they want to learn from you or not. Some nail tech, they just lazy. Some nail techs, they just be like, you know what, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I don't need to do all of that. That's on them. Do you. Okay? Do you. Last but not least, I want you to really enjoy the journey of growing to become this great nail tech. If you talk to any nail tech, hairstylist, people in the beauty industry who's been doing it for a long time, they can tell you a lot of stories. They can tell you that the journey is so much ups and down, ups and down. But if you're able to overcome adversity, obstacles in the nail industry, everything is just a laugh, a joke. Everything is just a story sharing. Like, in order for me to sit here and share this story with you, I have a lot of experience, and I've been through a lot. And those moments that I was going through, it wasn't fun. It wasn't exciting. But now that I'm able to share this with you, I'm very excited. I'm very blessed that I have stories that I can really share with you, and hopefully that it influence you to make you want to do better. You know what I mean? And I really hope you guys enjoying this videos, as I'm sharing my thoughts with you to help you grow. I try my best with this 3D flowers. I haven't done 3D flower for a while. It was giving me a little bit of hard time. It took me at least 2.5 hours for this whole set. This set was charged around $150, which is still not enough, because as a nail tech, you're very valuable. The art that you do, not a lot of people able to do. So tell yourself that. Tell yourself that. And I really hope you guys are enjoying this video right now. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And if you really learned something in this video and find a lot of value in this video, please leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel. I hope that me sharing with you the hardest thing that nail tech will go through will really just open your brains up and think, is this really your job that you want to grow your life in? Because we don't want to waste time. None of us wants to waste time, because time is valuable. You cannot take back time. So you want to make good decision to really grow as a nail technician, And these are the hardest thing, but I'm sure there are some other hard things that nail tech deal with, But these are the biggest scope. These are the things that, even whatever I'm talking about in this video, people are dealing with this problem today. There's a lot of nail tech out there who are broke. I'm just gonna say out there. There's a lot of nail tech out there. They don't have clientele like they should. There's a lot of, but also, if you've been doing nails for a long time and you are finding yourself just not growing, ask yourself, what is it that you're doing wrong? Because sometimes it might not be just the people around you. It could just be ourselves. So we have to acknowledge, what is it that we're doing wrong, and how we can readjust that wrong to right. Because we cannot just keep going the same and enjoy the job and be normal. You know what I mean? The biggest flaw that I see nail tech do is really close their creativities and just focus on what they already know. You know what I mean? I see that happens all the time. So I want to let you guys know before I end this videos, is that don't close your creativities. You are an artist. Open up your mind and really accept anything that's coming around you. You know what I mean? Instead of evolving around the nail world, let the nail world evolve around you. And then you can take whatever's evolved around you and run with it and make it happen for yourself. Okay? If you do that, you can only be better from here. You're never going to go hungry. You're never going to have anybody criticize you. Because why? you're that type of artist that who's willing to accept other artists. And that is the hardest thing to do, y'all. That is the hardest thing to do. I know we have this ego thing. I know where we feel like, oh, our stuff is better than their stuff. It's okay to feel like that. But sometimes it's okay to let them know that, hey, I love what you do. And I'm so grateful that we're able to work together and do it right together. So that is something that I want to share with you. But other than that, guys, this video is about to end. I'm going to add the rhinestone on. It was a lot of work. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope I don't bore you guys out. I hope you learn something every time I put out videos. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate all the comments on my shorts, on my long videos. I hope I answer all your questions when you guys leave me in the comment. I appreciate, but that is how the nail looks like. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you do the same with your clients on this set. I hope I make your day with this video. Thank you so much, and stay blessed, my friend. I will see you on my next video.